We live in a world that constantly pushes us to grind harder, move quicker, and battle without mercy for every single thing we crave. Society roars that true success is reserved only for those who burn themselves to ashes chasing their ambitions. But what if I revealed to you that the ancient Stoics uncovered a completely opposite truth? What if the real key to attracting everything you truly desire isn't hidden in chaotic struggle, but in the deep, transformative power of surrendering control? Marcus Aurelius, the most dominant emperor of Rome, scribed in his private reflections, "Confine yourself to the present." He knew that when we cease resisting the river of life and begin moving with its current, extraordinary things start to unfold. The Stoics weren't idle fantasists. They were fierce warriors who triumphed through insight, not brute strength. Consider water for a second. It doesn't clash against the stones blocking its path. Instead, it glides around them, over them, through them, and in time, it carves entire valleys into existence. This is the essence of relaxed intention, the ability to carry your visions gently while having unshakable faith that the universal order will deliver them at the perfect moment. When you're forever tense about your aspirations, clenching outcomes so hard your hands ache, you're actually repelling the very blessings you seek most. Worry builds barriers, and barriers stop the stream of prosperity from reaching you. The Stoics recognize that our own clinging desperation is often the greatest wall separating us from our deepest dreams. But here's where it becomes truly magical. When you genuinely ease into your desires, when you sync with the organic pulse of existence, you turn into a magnet for possibilities. You begin spotting pathways that were always there but hidden from your anxious eyes. You start drawing in the perfect people, situations, and resources, not through sheer force, but through a quiet, unwavering assurance that signals to the cosmos you're open and prepared to accept. This isn't about slipping to laziness or abandoning your visions. It's about mastering the distinction between flowing action and draining fight. It's about learning to sow seeds with clear purpose and then trusting the earth, the rain, and the sun to handle the rest. The Stoics named this amor fati, love of fate, the profound embrace that everything develops precisely as it's intended. Today, I'm going to reveal to you 10 transformative Stoic principles that will completely revolutionize your approach to manifestation. These aren't mere ideas. They're time-tested truths proven across millennia of human struggle and triumph. Each one will guide you to release the tension that's been holding back your gifts and enter the flow where wonders feel ordinary. Before we plunge into this profound, life-altering knowledge, I need you to take action. Smash that like button right now. It shows me you're committed to this shift. If this resonates deeply, type this in the comments to lock it into your being. When I relax, life flows to me. Share this video with someone who's desperately needing this reminder. Subscribe to the channel because we're only beginning this powerful path together. And please, don't skip a single second of this video. No. The art of detached desire. Here's the mind-bending paradox that torments so many. The more fiercely you crave something, the further it seems to drift from your grasp. But the Stoics unearthed a game-changing insight about desire that today's psychology is just starting to grasp. Epictetus, who rose from enslavement to become one of history's most influential thinkers, declared, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This isn't about surrendering your ambitions. It's about recognizing the critical difference between genuinely wanting something and desperately needing it. Needing breeds panic. Wanting while being perfectly at peace without it generates pure attraction. Think of those individuals in your world who seem to effortlessly pull in everything they desire. They aren't the ones obsessively complaining about shortages or flooding social media with frantic affirmations. They're the ones who cradle their visions softly, like a delicate bird perched on their hand. They cherish beautiful outcomes, but refuse to tie their value to whether those outcomes arrive on their schedule. This is what the Stoics termed preferred indifference. You strongly prefer success, love, and prosperity. But your inner calm doesn't hinge on them. Your joy isn't captive to outside forces. This generates an irresistible vibe, that actually pulls opportunities closer, because both people and the universe are drawn to those who radiate completeness rather than lack. When you master detached desire, you cease emitting needy signals that push away your goals. Instead, you operate from a state of fullness long before it shows up physically. You make choices from assurance rather than terror, and assured choices almost always yield superior results. The true wonder emerges when you can declare, "I would adore this to manifest, and I'm taking aligned steps toward it, but I'm truly fine if it unfolds differently than I envision." This isn't resignation, this is maturation, this is trusting that the cosmos frequently has something far grander planned than your current vision can comprehend. Try this today. Bring your greatest desire to mind, inhale deeply, and whisper, "This or something better." Sense how that liberates the strain and unlocks endless potential. Let this truth seep into your core, and if it hits home, drop in the comments, "A desire with peace, not desperation." No two present moment. Magnetism bar. Your thoughts are likely scattered everywhere except the one place where your true power resides, right here, right now. Most individuals waste their days mentally dwelling in a future that hasn't arrived or reliving a past that can't be altered. But the Stoics grasped a deep truth. All creation of reality occurs in the present, and when you're absent from it, you forfeit the wonders. Seneca proclaimed, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This isn't merely elegant wisdom, it's practical sorcery. When your awareness is wholly anchored in the now, you spot chances that your distracted mind would entirely overlook. You catch the offhand remark that sparks your next major opportunity. You sense the subtle intuition to take an alternate path where you encounter exactly the person you need. But here's the deeper layer most miss about presence. It's not only about observation, it's about vibrational power. When you're fully here, you function at your peak frequency. You're unburdened by the weight of old regrets or upcoming worries. You embody pure possibility, and that energy is profoundly alluring to both individuals and events. Reflect on the most captivating people you know. They aren't the ones endlessly scrolling phones or rambling about future plans. They're the ones who hold eye contact when you speak, who appear to have infinite time, who make you feel seen and valued, as if you're the only one in existence. That's presence, and it draws everything in. The exquisite twist is that when you quit existing for tomorrow, you craft a superior tomorrow. When you stop fleeing this instant becomes the springboard for all you've envisioned. Possibilities don't dwell in the future. They live in the attention you give to today. Your breath is your gateway back to now. Whenever your mind drifts to what if or if only, return to your breath. Ground your feet. Observe 3 things you can see, hear, or touch in this moment. This isn't just meditation. This is active manifestation. The present isn't merely where you survive. It's where you shape reality. Quit lingering in the waiting area of your existence and step into the space where miracles are already unfolding. No. 3. The wisdom of accepted resistance bar. Life will throw challenges at you. That's not a maybe, that's an absolute certainty. But what truly distinguishes those who bring their visions to life from those who remain trapped is their relationship with resistance. Does it become a foe or a guide? Marcus Aurelius endured plagues, warfare, and treachery, yet he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This isn't poetry, it's the key to transforming every hindrance into a catalyst for greater things. When you quit battling what is and begin harmonizing with it, resistance turns into your most potent ally. Most folks hit a barrier and instantly assume the universe is opposing them. They take it personally, grow dejected, and frequently quit altogether. But what if every hurdle is the cosmos's method of forging you into someone stronger, sharper, and more prepared for the blessings you've requested? Think of the oyster and its pearl. The aggravation of a grain of sand doesn't ruin it. It births something priceless. Your challenges aren't penalties. They're summons to evolve into the version of you capable of stewarding the success you seek. When you embrace resistance rather than resent it, Magic ignites, you stop draining energy combating reality and channel it into mastering what's before you. You become like water once more. Adaptable, relentless, ultimately invincible. This doesn't imply passivity, or avoiding action. It means choosing inspired movement over panicked thrashing. You respond rather than react. You seek the insight in every trial and the possibility in every block. Next time things veer off your plan, stop and inquire, how is this serving my ultimate good? What lesson is it offering? How is it building me for what's ahead? Often the wait is safeguard. Often the diversion leads to something superior. Often the no clears space for a massive yes. Trust the unfolding, even when the full picture eludes you. The universe holds a vantage you lack, and it's always conspiring for your benefit, even when it stings. Comment this if you're committed to thriving through tough times. I grow stronger through resistance, not weaker. No 4. The power of inner authority. Here's a liberating reality that will change everything. You've been surrendering your power to every person and situation around you, and that's precisely why your desires feel so distant. The Stoics revealed that genuine manifestation ignites the instant you seize back your inner authority and refuse to let outside conditions dictate your inner world. Epictetus declared, "No one can hurt you without your permission." This transcends mere toughness. It's about knowing where your true strength resides. Every time you think, "I can't be content until," or "I'll feel worthy when," you're handing over control of your realm to forces beyond you. Imagine how draining that existence is. Your mood sways with others' judgments. Your assurance ebbs and flows with finances. Your value shifts with approval. You've become a marionette with the world yanking your strings. But when you reclaim inner authority, the game flips. You realize your serenity, delight, and sense of plenty are choices from within, not gifts from without. This doesn't mean ignoring results. It means refusing to let results define you, our well-being. This transformation unleashes immense attractive force because you cease functioning from scarcity or urgency. Knowing you can thrive anyway leads to smarter choices. Knowing your value is intrinsic lets you appear genuinely. Knowing security is internal empowers bold leaps. People detect this sovereignty and gravitate toward it. Opportunities rush to those who aren't desperately pursuing them. Success flows to those who don't require it for self-worth. Begin today, before scrolling feeds, checking balances, or seeking approval. Turn inward and ask, how do I decide to feel now, no matter what? Then live that decision. Your outer reality will always mirror your inner. Transform the inner, and the outer must align. Feel that strength surging? Proclaim it in the comments. I am the author of my own experience. No. 5. The art of strategic non-action. This may seem counterintuitive, but occasionally the greatest power move is to do nothing at all. The Stoics knew what our hyperactive society has lost. There's a vast difference between being occupied and being impactful, between movement and advancement, between compulsive doing and synchronized doing. Lao Tzu, whose ideas shaped Stoicism profoundly, said, "The sage attempts nothing very grand and thus achieves greatness." Often, your breakthroughs arrive not from adding more effort, but from the discernment to subtract. Our culture worships busyness as virtue, but much action is merely disguised anxiety. We stay in motion because quietude unsettles us. We push relentlessly, fearing that pausing will cause collapse. Yet this agitated vibe frequently shoves away what we chase. Strategic non-action isn't laziness or defeat. It's the confidence to withdraw after planting your seeds and allow the process to ripen. It's knowing when to act and when to permit germination in silence. It's accepting that certain things can't be forced, no matter the urgency. Picture a grandmaster in chess. They don't shuffle pieces for activity's sake. They await the ideal moment, even if it appears as inactivity, while their rival rushes. Their patience becomes dominance, their restraint, strategy. When you embrace strategic non-action, you quit depleting yourself on futile tasks. You trust your gut on timing. You grant the universe room to orchestrate its wonders while you step aside. This week, practice declaring, "I don't know," when true, and "I'll wait" when intuition guides. Observe how this opens space for answers and chances you're forcing was obstructing. The cosmos honors those still enough to accept its offerings. Note 6. Gratitude as a manifesting force bar. Many view gratitude as simple courtesy or forced optimism, but the Stoics saw its deeper essence. Gratitude is one of the universe's most potent attractive energies. When you authentically value what's already yours, you generate a field that pulls in greater plenty. Marcus Aurelius wrote upon awakening, "Remind yourself that today's people may be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant. Yet I have seen the beauty of good and recognized our shared nature." Even amid flaws, he cultivated gratitude and compassion. Energetically, true gratitude shifts you from lack to fullness. Rather than dwelling on absence, you celebrate presence. Instead of broadcasting deficiency, you emit completeness. This isn't toxic positivity or denying truth. Stoic gratitude faces reality while choosing to highlight what thrives over what fails. It means thanking challenges for building resilience, struggles for imparting wisdom, setbacks for redirecting toward better. Starting days grateful elevates your vibe to draw matching experiences. Ending them grateful programs your deeper mind to seek more blessings. This sparks an ascending cycle. Gratitude begets more gratitude-worthy moments. The power lies not only in feeling it, but expressing it. Voice appreciation to loved ones, pen notes for kind acts, cherish everyday beauty. Thank your body for endurance, your breath for life, your heart for persistence. Gratitude transforms what you possess into sufficiency, and sufficiency is the bedrock of expansion. When the universe witnesses your stewardship of current gifts, it entrusts you with greater ones. No. 7. The strength of emotional sovereignty. Your feelings aren't imposed upon you, they're crafted by you. This one insight holds power to revolutionize your entire reality, yet most surrender their emotional reins to events, people, and chaos outside their reach. Seneca stated, "New things stir the mind, but the truth-seeking mind turns to the eternal." Your reactions are decisions, not destiny. Grasp this, and you reclaim your inner throne. Consider two people facing identical loss, rejection, or failure. One shatters and lingers in ruins. The other processes fully, extracts wisdom, and channels it into growth. The gap isn't circumstance, it's emotional sovereignty. This doesn't mean repressing or denying pain, it means experiencing emotions deeply without letting them steer. You feel anger without destruction, sadness without submersion, fear without immobilization. This unleashes tremendous creative force because emotions are your raw energy. Mastering them means directing what you manifest. Choosing calm amid storm draws calm events. Cultivating joy anyway magnetizes joyful realities. The method is straightforward but demanding. When intense feelings arise, pause and query, what message does this carry? What lesson? How can I harness this powerfully? Then decide its duration and direction. Emotions are messengers, not rulers, meant to inform and energize, not dictate. Master your inner emotional realm, and you command your manifesting ability. Declare it boldly in comments. If you're claiming this, my emotions arise, but they do not control me. No. The philosophy of enough. In a society screaming, "You need more to be fulfilled," the Stoics unveiled a radical truth. The sense of enough isn't about possessions, it's about your relationship to them. Mastering this unlocks contentment and strength no acquisition can match. Seneca, among Rome's richest, declared, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This came from one who had all worldly success, yet found true richness elsewhere. The philosophy of enough isn't settling or ditching dreams. It's realizing happiness and abundance aren't tied to accumulating more. It's knowing the fulfillment you anticipate from goals is accessible now, with what's already yours. Here's the life-changing paradox. When you truly feel enough, you shift from desperation to plenty, and plenty vibration draws plentiful realities. When you stop clutching, more arrives effortlessly. The most energetically alluring people aren't those lamenting shortfalls or fixating on wants. They're those radiating genuine satisfaction while embracing growth. This satisfaction isn't stagnation, it's deep assurance you're already complete, worthy, enough, irrespective of achievements. From here, you chase visions from inspiration, not fear. Practice tonight before sleep. Catalog your blessings, health, connections, chances, memories. Truly feel your life's wealth. This is miracle-forging energy. Let's overflow comments with this. If you're ready to receive from fullness, I am enough, and I attract from that place. Note 9. The courage of authentic expression. One of the greatest manifestation blocks is living inauthentically, constantly shape-shifting to meet others' expectations, suppressing real thoughts, wearing masks that suffocate your spirit. This creates inner friction that obstruct your desires flow. Marcus Aurelius noted how much pain one avoids by not obsessing over others' words or actions. The bravery to be unapologetically you, despite judgments, isn't merely freedom, it's manifestation fuel. Inauthenticity is lying to the universe about your essence and needs. How can life deliver what's truly yours if you're concealing your true self? How can right paths find you behind facades? Authenticity isn't harshness. It's speaking truth kindly, pursuing what ignites you genuinely, deciding from your core values over external pressure. Authenticity naturally magnetizes what belongs and repels what doesn't. Ceasing people-pleasing draws those who cherish the real you. Abandoning misaligned goals manifests deeply fulfilling ones. This demands courage. Some won't comprehend. Certain doors close, old paths fade. But this isn't deprivation, it's emancipation. Your true self is your most potent self, the only one capable of crafting a soul-satisfying life. Everything destined for you is drawn to the authentic you, not the performing version. Start today. In one talk, voice your true feelings. In one choice, select what you deeply crave over should. Feel the energy shift and doors open. No. Trust in divine timing. The ultimate, most transformative Stoic principle for manifestation is embracing divine timing. Knowing things unfold exactly when intended, not when you demand. This isn't idle resignation, it's vibrant trust in universal wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept what fate binds you to and love those it brings." The Stoics saw a purposeful cosmos where all occurs meaningfully, even if beyond human sight. Your impatience often sabotages most. Forcing timelines builds resistance, blinds you to chances, rejects good because it doesn't match your order. But trusting divine timing lets you sync with a grander, wiser flow. Delays aren't rejections, they safeguards or growth periods. Sometimes you must mature into readiness. Sometimes conditions align perfectly. Recall your life's greatest gifts. How many arrived precisely as planned? Likely few, most as surprises, unexpected routes, unanticipated moments. This doesn't mean ceasing action or goals. It means holding them loosely while trusting a vaster design. Act with commitment, surrender outcomes with poise. Trusting timing frees you from control obsession, lets you savor now instead of anxiously awaiting tomorrow's promised magic. The universe always conspires for you, even in disguise. Your role, align, and allow it to guide you to your highest. The ancient Stoics lacked modern tools like vision boards, but they grasped what many today miss. True manifestation isn't forcing what you want, it's evolving into who you must become to welcome what's destined. When you embody these 10 principles, detached desire, present awareness, embracing resistance, inner authority, strategic pause, gratitude, emotional mastery, the power of enough, authenticity, and divine trust, you quit opposing life and begin dancing with it. This isn't lowering ambitions, it's elevating awareness to where synchronicities are routine, needs arrive unbidden. The Stoics' new peace isn't challenge's absence, but wisdom's presence, and applied wisdom creates fertile ground for all goodness. Your desires are en route. Your task, relax, trust, prepare to receive. Like this video, share with someone needing it, and to anchor this piece, comment, I relax, I trust, and I receive. Subscribe for more transformative insights. Until next, remain stoic, remain resilient, and stay receptive to wonders.